what's up everyone? Welcome back to how to for the lower body edition of this series. We're going to talk about calf raises. Let's talk about the proper way to do, in this case, standing calf raises. There's a lot of different machines you can use. I like the Smith machine. It brings that weight straight up, straight down, and it eliminates a lot of the variables like twisting or bending too far forward or bending too far back. Now in this case, I use one of those little step up things. A lot of people have platforms or a wooden board. I like these. It's the perfect distance to get a good flex and extend on my foot, and that just happens to be what I go with at my gym. Now, the foot placement is going to be dependent on the depth at which you want to do this exercise. Obviously, if you have your foot really far onto that thing, you're not going to be able to get all the way down because your foot's going to be majority placed on that platform. So I like to have a good distance of my toe onto the actual platform. That way you can get a complete flexion and extension. Now on these ones, if you watch the video, I go down far enough to where I think it's comfortable for me to get it back up without injuring any part of your calf and Achilles tendon. A lot of the times when you see injuries with calf raises, people are pushing way too much weight, they're going too far down, and when you try to extend, all of that weight gets placed on the Achilles tendon, which I'm sure everyone knows is that nice, really large tendon on the back of your foot, and you feel that little pop and that little twing in the back of your leg or in the back of your ankle, and you just hurt your Achilles tendon. That's the powerhouse of your foot, especially with calves, and you really don't want to injure that. So let's talk about the correct form. These are really simple. They're pretty straightforward. You want your feet shoulder width apart like just about every single lower body exercise, and you want to have a complete flexion and extension of the foot all the way up. You want to activate those muscles in that calf because, as I'm sure you well know, calves don't grow very well, so you have to hit them and hit them and hit them to get that muscle fiber to really get pumped and then start that protein synthesis and grow right back into it. So my method to growing calves, not to say mine are huge by any means, is I like to do them every other set. They're a muscle group that's small, but they can handle some serious endurance weight. So that's what I like to do. I do them every other set with either 225 or 315 on it. Just depends on how heavy I want to go for the amount of rep range I'm looking forward to. But on this one, I go for a serious depth of position of foot and a really high volume pump in those calves. Let's talk about the muscles of the calves. It's really only two: your gastrocnemius, which is that really large portion of muscle consisting of a lateral head and a medial head. You also have your soleus, which counts as the under portion of your calf. That's what a lot of people build that really big width, is those lateral and medial heads, and that bottom that gives a nice good like large shape to it is that soleus. A lot of people count the Achilles tendon as not so much as a muscle, but it's really highly activated when doing these. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there. Even though it's not a muscle, it's a really strong tendon that's going to be activated. Calves are really straightforward. It's not meant to be a really long video. They're pretty much foolproof. You want to get a good flexion and a good extension. You want to do them safely, and you want to get a really nice pump to them to help them grow, because unlike the rest of your leg and the muscles in your upper body, they are so stubborn. You really got to beat them up and get a really good pump through them. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Nice simple one, nothing crazy with calves. Smash that like button. Support is always greatly appreciated, but most importantly, take it easy.